To jump in because this morning's post, which was a blog that I wrote, which was around the fact that I'm now not scrolling Facebook as much and choosing to do yoga in the mornings, was really because of a broader feeling that I had, that I felt like, I think I'm doing some behaviors and habits right now that are actually depleting me rather than filling me up. I noticed that I got into the habit of taking my phone with me to feed my daughter, just checking on it constantly. And I think we all, to an extent, can have that tendency. I think there's something enormously addictive about social media and Facebook, that we can have that tendency to get sucked into that world. But it can be enormously draining, it can be exhausting. And I don't think it necessarily helps us. And so, to practice what we preach here at Nourishing the Mother, I thought, you know what, let's do a little bit of an experiment. And this week, not look at social media for 3 hours and instead focus on content creation, which is what I've been doing for Nourishing the Mother and also for Suburban Sandcastles. And this week I got an article published on the Huffington Post. So it works out well when you focus your brain and your attention. And I think it also gives you a lot more spaciousness as a mother. I don't know about you, but if I've had an opportunity to do something that's for me, as opposed to responding immediately to the children's needs or to the family demands, I have a lot more capacity to give, and capacity to give from a place of willingness and enthusiasm, as opposed to feeling strung out. Yeah. So this is one of many activities that we're going to be diving into in our Loathing to Loving program this year, in addition to the regular content. So we're doing live rounds this year. I think we're going to plan about 3, but it's really going to be a course that we open up for lifetime access, because we want it to be a really active tribe and an active community. And so one of those things next week we're going to tackle with the group is going to be noticing your habitual addictive patterns. And as I said in the blog, some of those are more socially acceptable than others. In the group, we're pretty open, so we'll talk about anything. But social media, I think, for a lot of people, a lot of mums who are craving connection, can really be one of the big ones. And there's nothing bad about that in essence, but it's about noticing why we do it and what we're seeking to get out of it, so that we can, if we want to, move that into a more productive way. So if we're looking for connection, how can we create space to connect first with ourselves and ask ourselves what we really need in the moment, as opposed to mindlessly scrolling and being susceptible to feeling shit, which is often what happens when you start to compare yourself to what everyone else is up to and think you should be doing something else than what you're currently doing. So yeah, that was my musings for the morning after I reflected on the engagement that post has had, and also my own week of being a bit more intentional about those mornings. It's something that we talk about on the podcast a lot, but it's very easy to get swayed, and we often need things to bring us back into balance. So yeah, I hope that helps you reflect a little bit on your usage of it, and love to hear in the comments if anyone else is starting to reflect on their own behaviours in this way and create a bit more intention. Thanks.